something did happen to me that really was a sobering experience and really put things into perspective. It was late 2009. The film was complete, but it wasn't released yet. Brzezinski, which we can talk about later, had been given permission for phase 3 randomized studies for a very, very rare childhood brain tumor. This is the holy grail of testing. There's a person helping him raise money, a very expensive trial, like $150 million. You have the FDA signed off on this. It's ready to go to the next stage. Let's find some hospitals to, get these off the ground. The guy who was in charge of raising the money happened to be an old college buddy of David Axelrod, who was President Obama's chief of staff and chief architect to get him elected. And this was, again, Obama had just been elected. I got this call saying, I'm meeting with Axelrod next week in D.C. Where's your movie at? Give it to me in whatever form you've got. So I overnighted it, very excited, hardly could wait to hear this response. Honestly, quite naive. A couple of weeks go by, Axelrod and he cross paths again. And again, this is college buddy to college buddy. This wasn't on the record, but, I had communication with this guy. He says, Axelrod saw the movie and says, this is really important, but it's just too big. Too big. Maybe in 10 years we can face this. Not now. Too big. Then he went on to allude how the banks had just failed a year prior, and that what this could potentially do to the market if this was released. Because what Brzezinski has discovered, and what a lot of clever people, he's not alone, have discovered, is something that can disrupt a $4 trillion industry. When I say that, I did the math. You have 15 million Americans living with cancer. I know from family members and people that have gone through it, easily a $250,000 price tag per cancer patient through the course of the treatment. Yeah, Medicare, Medicaid covers it. I'm talking about the mainstream stuff. You multiply $250,000 times 15 million people, you're pushing $4 trillion. That is huge. So it's not necessarily, I don't find it be black and white, good and evil. I just think it's a systemic problem. We have a profit-based system. We have a machine that has been created over time that has created this industry. And if you created a cure for cancer, people think, oh, you're going to be worth $1 billion. Yeah, until the patents run out, until it becomes generic like the antibiotic. You're going to put yourself out of business if you create something that innovative. Sure, Steve Jobs created something huge, but he created a whole new market. The internet created a new market. Cancer, you make an innovation that big, you're destroying an entire market.